Okay, hi. So this is going to be part 2 of my 7th month update, basically updating from 25 weeks until about 28 weeks. I'm currently 29 weeks and 5 days, so I'm very excited to be in the 3rd trimester. And I have so much to talk about. So after I get this update up, I'm going to start updating weekly because things are just changing so quickly, and if I don't do a weekly update, then I'm going to end up having like part 3s and 4s on my next updates or something, because it's just crazy. So this video, I'm just going to be talking about the cool things that happened from weeks 25 to 28, the changes that have happened and things like that. There's a lot to talk about, so I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast. The first thing I want to talk about is my prenatal appointments that I've had in those in that time frame. I did have 2 prenatal appointments, which is probably more than the usual that I'm supposed to have, but I'll get into that. So I had the first prenatal appointment on the 5th of October, and the first cool thing that happened at that appointment was that she started measuring my fundal height, which, I don't know, just to me was like one of those milestones, because, you know, they don't start doing it until you get, you know, so far along, until baby's really big enough to start actually measuring things like that. So when she pulled out the tape, I was like, oh, you're going to measure my fundal height? And she was like, yeah, I think it's time to now. And I was like, yay. I was just really excited. She did measure, and he was measuring a week. Let's see, I was at the end of my 25th week, and he was measuring at 27 weeks. So he's measuring still about a week ahead. At our anatomy scan, he was measuring the same, about a week ahead. So that was still accurate, just being a week ahead. I guess he's still going along with that. At this appointment, we talked about my getting the blood glucose done, and also getting like iron work and blood work done. I had expressed to my midwife that I did not want to do the glucose drink. With my daughter, who was really sensitive to sugar, I did the glucose drink, and it was awful, not only to drink it, but to also experience how crazy she got when I drank it, because she was really sensitive to sugar and would just go nuts. So I didn't know if he would be the same way, but I just, through my research, after doing that, and, you know, with getting pregnant again, I just felt that doing taking my blood sugar and whatnot would provide more accurate results than the blood glucose drink. So I had expressed to her that that's something I wanted to do. At the appointment, she talked about how I was going to do that, and it was a matter of taking my blood sugar 2 hours after each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I would have to record what I was eating and record my blood sugar numbers and levels for 2 weeks, and then after the 2 weeks go back in for a prenatal appointment, which is why I had an extra one in there, so that she could look at the levels and we can discuss what was going on. So I got all that set up, and I'm going to make a separate video about that whole thing, just how that process went and how my levels looked, and just kind of putting it out there that that is another option that women can do rather than doing the actual glucose drink. So look for that video to come soon. But regardless, I went back for the 2-week appointment, and my blood glucose levels were amazing. They were perfect, no need to worry about gestational diabetes, and I also had perfect levels for my iron and for my hemoglobin. So that's great. She said that I have a really healthy pregnancy and that I am just in really healthy condition. So I was really happy about that. So that was pretty much it as far as like prenatal updates. At 27 weeks and 4 days, I felt his hiccups for the first time, so that was really exciting. It was at 3:30 in the morning, which was kind of annoying. I had happened to get up to go to the bathroom, and when I came back and laid down, he started hiccuping. So it didn't bother me so much that I wasn't able to go back to sleep, because I was definitely really tired, but it was definitely noticeable. I was like, oh, and there's the hiccups. With my daughter, she was so active, like right from the moment that I started feeling her. I pretty much never stopped feeling her. She was just so active. And I don't know if it was just because I was a first-time mom, or, you know, first time being pregnant or whatever, but I found her movements extremely annoying. I just didn't like the feeling of them. I was always constantly like, just irked me. I don't know. I didn't like them. And so, and the day that I hit the 3rd trimester with her, she had the hiccups all day, every day, like all day. So that was even more annoying for me. So I didn't know how I would feel about his movements this time. But so far, so good. I actually enjoy feeling him move. He's way more mellow than my daughter ever was. So I don't feel him as often. So when I do get to feel him, it's just kind of nice. It's kind of like a hello. So I like feeling his movements, and his hiccups, he doesn't have them very often. So I do still find them kind of annoying just because they're so constant, just a thump, 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 thump. And you're just like, oh, okay. So, but it's just not as bad as it was with my daughter. I was so over, like, she would just be moving all day, every day, and I was just like, oh. So, it hasn't been like that with him. So I have been enjoying his movements, and that is a nice change. Speaking of his movements, now that he's getting bigger, I've noticed that there's a difference in how I feel his movements. And before, it's just like you feel a lot of bumps, or just a lot of like bumps and thumps and things like that. And now that he's getting bigger, you know, I start to feel more of like body parts moving in there, like when he rolls, or, you know, if he's kicking me, like I can tell the difference in strength between his kicks and his punches. Or if he's moving, I can just kind of tell whether it's like a leg that's moving or an arm that's moving. It's still not to the point where I can feel like on the outside of my stomach and be like, oh look, there's a knee, or there's his arm, or there's a bum. Like, so it's not to that point yet, but I definitely am feeling more of a like person moving in there rather than just bumps and thumps and, you know, things like that. So that's exciting. He has started kicking me in the ribs. That's not exciting. And it's always on the right side. I almost never feel him over here on this side. I feel a lot of movements on the left side of my belly button and down the left side, like towards my left ovaries. Left ovary. I only have one left ovary. I feel the strongest of his kicks, of his movements, I should say, over on the right side. So I feel like his position is head down with his head to my left side and his knees and stuff kind of up, and his feet kind of up on my right side. That's where I always feel the strongest kicks, is up here. Also, when he hiccups, I notice that they're really down low. And I know some women feel hiccups up high, down low, like, and baby's not head down, but with my daughter, she was head down pretty much the whole time. And when she would hiccup, it'd be very low, and it feels the same way with him. Plus, just the difference in how strong his kicks are between the lower left side and the upper right side up here. I just feel like, I just imagine that his positioning is head down, arms and stuff mostly to the left, and his knees and feet over here on the right. So, but the rib kicking has definitely been not fun. And you'll be sitting there and all of a sudden you're just like, oh my gosh, ow. And he'll do it sometimes repeatedly, and I'm just like, okay, calm down. I finally ordered some maternity clothes that arrived quicker than I thought they would, but it's just nice to not, because I was getting concerned with how the weather's changing quickly and getting cooler here, and all I had was like stretchy capris and no like actual longer pants for when it gets colder. So I had ordered some of those. I ordered 2 pairs of jeans and just some other like comfy like yoga type pants, but they're long, and those have been so comfortable to wear. I started stealing my husband's sweats because they're really comfortable, and they're just nice for the colder weather. I don't wear them out of the house very often. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, I don't care, I'm going in sweats. But I wear them around the house, and that is so comfortable. 2 of the things that have kind of gotten in the works are baby shower planning and newborn/labor and delivery pictures. I have a really, really good dear friend here, and she is an amazing photographer. She's the one who took the family photos that you can see on my Facebook page. And she's just amazing and such a good friend, and she is going to be the one who's going to do the labor and delivery and newborn photos she's also going to help me plan my baby shower. So I'm just really excited. I'm not really a baby shower type person. I don't like the storks and the pastels and the silly games that are played. I don't like that. And we had basically like a barbecue. If you play a baby shower game at my baby shower, you're gonna be kicked out. So it was just really chill, and it was pretty much just like we called it our pre-baby party, and it was just fun. It was luau theme, and so yeah, this time I did want more of like a baby shower, but we're not gonna be doing any of the cutesy games or anything like that. It's just gonna be just getting together and just kind of being girls. But I don't like the typical baby shower stuff that goes on. So that will probably be the first couple weeks of December is when I'll do that. So I'm going to be like huge, and it's going to be cold, but I'm probably going to be burning up. And it will be, I'll probably be just past like 34 weeks. So it's going to be fun. The other thing, which I have like so many videos to make, definitely make a video about this, but I ordered the at-home study guide, study course, whatever you want to call it, for Hypnobabies. And that was something that is really exciting because that has arrived in the mail. I'm currently on the 3rd week of doing the course. There's 6 weeks. And I'm really excited about that. I'm not going to go into too much detail about why I chose it and whatnot, because I am going to make a separate video about that. I think I'm up to like, what, 4 separate videos I'm going to be making. So anyways, that has arrived, and I've started doing that. And so those are like all the exciting things that have happened. See why I'm like, I need a 2-part video. So much has happened, but that's my update. I'm going to include my belly progression from 6 weeks up until week 28, so you'll have 25, 26, 27, and 28 in there. And then after this video, I have a bunch of those videos to get up, but then as far as the actual pregnancy updates, they will be coming weekly from now on, up until we have our baby. If you wanted to stay more up to date on things that are going on, you can like my Facebook page, which I'll include the link below, which I do update just a little bit of things like here and there, whatnot, like if I'm getting a video or if I have a prenatal appointment or something happens, I am updating on there. But when I do go into labor, that's going to be our main source of getting you guys updates rather than videos, because things will be a little bit harder to get videos done at that time. But as I go into labor and things are progressing and things are happening there, my Facebook page will be where we will be updating about what's going on. So if you wanted to follow that, the link is below, and it's just like my fan page or whatever, so just like the page, and then you can stay up to date on the things that are going on. I also have my belly progression pictures on there if you wanted to like look at them. There's also some of his ultrasound pictures, like I had said earlier, our family portraits, so just kind of things that you can, go to a page and look at them instead of seeing them just on my videos. So that's pretty much it. There's my belly progression, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!